Welcome back to our channel US Coin 69, the place where we uncover hidden treasures in your coin collection. Have you ever wondered if that old coins could be worth thousands or even millions? Well, today's your lucky day. We're diving into some of the rarest and most valuable US coins that might be sitting right under your nose. Let's jump in and see if you've got a fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 1. Today's exciting journey into the world of rare coins, where we explore the fascinating history and true value of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny. If you are a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or just curious about what makes this particular penny so special, you're in for a treat. The Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. First minted in 1909, it features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse, a design that symbolizes America's agricultural roots. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny, while often overlooked, has a story all its own, one that could lead to a surprising payday for collectors. When it comes to the 1949 penny, most people might think of it as a common, everyday coin. After all, millions of these pennies were produced. However, just like with any collectible, rarity is the key to value. While the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in high numbers, over 800 million of them in fact, there are a few exceptional factors that can make a certain penny stand out and increase its value significantly. One of the key features that collectors look for is the condition of the coin. The state of preservation can make all the difference in determining a coin's worth. Most pennies that have been circulating for decades are in average to poor condition, with wear and tear from years of handling. However, if you happen to come across a 1949 penny in uncirculated condition, it might just be the find of a lifetime. A mint state 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny is highly desirable because it's almost as if the coin just came off the press, no scratches, no signs of wear. And the details of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks are crisp and clear. These coins, when properly preserved and graded, can attract a lot of attention from serious collectors and dealers. Another thing that can add value to the 1949 penny is its potential for being a variety. Yes, the 1949 penny has a few different versions, and some are more valuable than others. For instance, the 1949s, minted in San Francisco, is particularly sought after. With lower mintage numbers than the 1949D, minted in Denver, the 1949s penny can fetch higher prices depending on its condition. A 1949s penny in mint state can command a significant premium. But what about the coins that aren't in perfect condition or don't belong to the rarer varieties? Are they worthless? Certainly not. While a well-worn 1949 penny won't make you a fortune, it can still be worth more than its face value, especially if it's from a specific mint. The 1949D penny, for example, is still a popular choice for collectors, and even coins in less than perfect condition can sometimes bring in a few dollars. Now, you might be wondering, how much is this famous 1949 penny really worth? Well, most of them will likely be worth a few cents above face value. However, if you manage to find one in exceptional condition, especially the 1949s or any mint state coin, then your penny could be worth a substantial amount. The true value of a rare coin is determined by factors like rarity, condition, and collector demand. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the value of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny at its peak. A mint state 1949s Lincoln Wheat penny has been known to fetch astronomical amounts at auctions. The rarest and most pristine examples can sell for an incredible $125,000. Yes, you heard that right, $125,000. That's right, your ordinary-looking penny from 1949 could be worth a small fortune if it meets the right criteria. So, next time you come across a penny in your pocket or at a garage sale, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just be holding on to a piece of American history that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 2. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1953 Lincoln Wheat penny, a coin that holds a special place in American numismatic history. If you're a coin collector or simply interested in the hidden treasures that may be lying in your pocket change, this video is for you. Get ready to learn all about the history, rarity, and value of the 1953 Lincoln Wheat penny and why it might just be worth a small fortune. The Lincoln Wheat penny, introduced in 1909, is one of the most beloved coins in U.S. history. The design features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse, symbolizing the nation's agricultural heritage. Over the years, these coins have become a staple of American numismatics, But not all Lincoln wheat pennies are created equal. While many might think of the 1953 penny as just another 1-cent coin, there is much more to its value than meets the eye. The year 1953 saw a substantial number of pennies minted. In fact, over 1 billion Lincoln wheat pennies were produced that year across 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But despite the large mintage, some 1953 pennies are far rarer and more valuable than others, depending on factors like condition and mint mark. The condition of a coin is one of the biggest factors in determining its value. A penny that has been in circulation for decades is often worn down and lacks the sharp details that collectors prize. However, if you're lucky enough to come across a 1953 penny in pristine condition, you might be holding on to something worth a significant amount of money. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear, can fetch far higher prices than their more common counterparts. The more well-preserved the coin, the more valuable it becomes. The mint mark on the 1953 penny is another crucial element to consider. While pennies from the Philadelphia Mint didn't carry a mint mark, those produced in Denver and San Francisco did. These mint marks, represented by the letter D or S, are important to collectors because they indicate where the coin was made. Pennies from the San Francisco Mint, in particular, are often more sought after due to their lower mintage numbers. If you're lucky enough to find a 1953 S Lincoln wheat penny, your coin could be worth far more than a standard 1953 D or no mint mark penny. But it's not just about the mint mark or condition. Rarity plays a big role in determining value. A penny that was poorly struck during the minting process may have distinctive characteristics that make it more desirable. These errors, whether they be from die cracks, double strikes, or other irregularities, can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a rare and highly valuable piece of history. For example, a 1953 penny with a noticeable error in its design could attract serious attention from collectors and coin dealers. Now, you may be wondering how much a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny could actually be worth. While the vast majority of 1953 pennies are relatively common and won't fetch much more than face value, some rare specimens in pristine condition have been known to fetch impressive prices at auction. The real gems are those in uncirculated condition, especially those with rare mint marks or unique errors. So, here's the exciting part. How much could a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny potentially be worth? A well-preserved, error-free example in mint condition can be worth several dollars, depending on its specific characteristics. However, when it comes to rarer versions, such as a 1953 S penny in mint state, you're looking at prices that are far more substantial. Some collectors have paid extraordinary amounts for these rarities, with the highest quality 1953 S Lincoln wheat pennies reaching astonishing prices. And now for the grand reveal. The true value of the rarest and most sought-after 1953 Lincoln wheat penny. If you manage to find a 1953 S penny in perfect condition or one with a unique error, you could be looking at a value of $105,000. Yes, $105,000. That's the kind of money you could potentially make by stumbling upon a rare 1953 Lincoln wheat penny. So next time you're sorting through your spare change or sifting through your coin collection, take a closer look at your 1953 pennies. You never know, you might just be holding a piece of American history worth a fortune. Top 3. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1975 Lincoln penny, its history, its rarity, and most importantly, how much money you could make from it. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln 1-cent penny, first minted in 1909, has undergone several design changes over the years. The most famous design, the Lincoln wheat penny, was in circulation until 1958 when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1975 penny falls under the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the front of the penny, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, and on the reverse, you'll find the famous Lincoln Memorial symbols of American history. But here's where things get interesting. The 1975 Lincoln penny, despite being produced in large quantities, is not just any old coin. Many people overlook it as just another common penny, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. During the 1970s, the U.S. Mint was going through various transitions, and this included changes in how coins were struck. By 1975, many pennies were minted in large numbers, making the 1975 Lincoln penny seem like something that wouldn't have a high value. After all, millions of these pennies were produced, so they're not exactly rare at first glance. But certain factors make this penny stand out and turn it into a sought-after item among collectors. First, let's talk about condition. In the world of coin collecting, a coin's condition is everything. A penny that has been circulated, rubbed against other coins, and worn down through years of handling won't hold much value. However, if you find a 1975 penny in near perfect or uncirculated condition, it can be worth far more than just a single cent. Uncirculated coins have sharp, clear details, and they don't show any wear or damage from being used in daily transactions. Coins in this condition are rare, and collectors pay top dollar for them. But condition alone isn't always enough. The mint mark is another important factor to consider. Coins that were produced in different U.S. mints are marked with a mint mark, which can be found beneath the date on the obverse side of the coin. Most 1975 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which means they have no mint mark. However, some 1975 pennies were also minted in Denver and San Francisco, and coins from those mints can be rarer and more valuable. The San Francisco Mint, in particular, is known for producing a smaller number of pennies, making those coins more desirable among collectors. Another factor that adds to the value of a 1975 penny is the possibility of errors. Coin errors, such as misstrikes, double strikes, or off-center impressions, can make a coin significantly more valuable. These errors happen during the minting process when something goes wrong, and as a result, the coin ends up with a mistake that is rare and often unique. For example, imagine finding a 1975 penny with a double die error or one that's misaligned during the strike process. These errors are highly sought after by collectors and can drastically increase the value of the coin. So, how much could your 1975 Lincoln penny be worth? While most 1975 pennies will be worth little more than their face value, the rare uncirculated ones, especially those with unique features or mint marks, can fetch impressive prices. If you have a 1975 penny in mint condition or one with a rare error, you're looking at a coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. The real excitement comes when you start looking at the extreme cases of rare 1975 pennies. Those that go above and beyond in terms of rarity, condition, and uniqueness. Some 1975 pennies have sold at auction for unbelievable amounts, especially those that are graded as pristine, high-quality pieces or those that have rare mint marks or errors. In fact, if you happen to have a particularly rare 1975 Lincoln penny, it could be worth as much as $95,000. That's right, $95,000. This is the kind of value that some of the rarest 1975 Lincoln pennies can reach. A penny that was originally worth just 1 cent could now be worth an extraordinary sum if it's the right coin with the right characteristics. So before you discard that 1975 penny that's lying around in your pocket or in a jar somewhere, take a moment to inspect it closely. You never know, you might just be sitting on a rare treasure. Top 4. In the vast world of coin collecting, there are some coins that have the ability to captivate even the most experienced collectors. The 1976 Lincoln 1-cent penny is one such coin. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny, part of the regular coinage of the time, but in reality, it has hidden potential. While most people wouldn't think twice about tossing it in their pocket or into a jar with a collection of other loose change, this coin holds a fascinating story and may be worth far more than its face value. So, let's dive into why the 1976 Lincoln penny could be worth your attention, and more importantly, how much money you could potentially make from it. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been an iconic part of U.S. currency for over a century. Introduced in 1909, the penny originally featured the Lincoln wheat design, which stayed in circulation until 1958. In 1959, the design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial reverse, which became the face of the penny for the next several decades. By 1976, the penny still featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, with President Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse. While many pennies from this time are relatively common, there are some special features that make the 1976 penny stand out among the crowd. At first glance, you might not see anything extraordinary about a typical 1976 penny. After all, millions of these pennies were minted, and most were put into circulation as regular currency. However, as is often the case in the world of numismatics, it's not just the minting year that determines a coin's value. The condition of the coin, any potential errors in the minting process, and the rarity of specific features all play a crucial role in how much a coin is worth. A 1976 penny that has been worn down and passed through countless hands over the years will likely be worth little more than a cent. However, If you happen to stumble upon a 1976 penny that is in pristine condition, you could be holding a valuable treasure point. One of the key factors that determine the value of a 1976 Lincoln penny is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved, especially those that have never been used in circulation, are incredibly rare. These coins are known as uncirculated coins, and they're highly sought after by collectors. An uncirculated 1976 penny retains its sharp details and original luster, making it far more valuable than one that has been worn down through years of use. In fact, a coin that is in mint state or near mint condition could easily be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its rarity and other factors. Another factor to keep in mind when evaluating the value of the 1976 Lincoln penny is the mint mark. While most pennies produced during this time were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, some were also struck at the Denver and San Francisco mints. The mint mark, found beneath the date on the obverse side of the coin, indicates where the coin was produced. Pennies from the Denver Mint are marked with a D, while those from the San Francisco Mint carry an S. While the vast majority of 1976 pennies you'll encounter will be from Philadelphia, and therefore have no mint mark, those with a D or S mint mark are typically more valuable due to their relative rarity. But what if the coin has an error? Errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. Whether it's a double strike, a misaligned die, or an off-center punch, errors can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into something extraordinary. If you find a 1976 penny with a noticeable error, it could dramatically increase its value. Collectors often seek out these coins because they are unique and offer a glimpse into the minting process. Some 1976 pennies have been discovered with significant errors, and those can fetch far higher prices at auction. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error pennies, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much can a 1976 Lincoln penny really be worth? The value of these pennies can vary widely depending on factors like condition, mint mark, and whether the coin has any errors. Most 1976 pennies in circulation today are worth just a few cents, but those in pristine condition can fetch hundreds of dollars. For example, a 1976 penny in near-perfect condition or with an S mint mark could sell for a significant amount. However, the true value of this penny lies in its extreme rarity in certain cases. So, how high can the value of a 1976 Lincoln penny go? Some of the rarest and most well-preserved 1976 pennies have sold for truly impressive amounts. In fact, if you come across a 1976 penny that meets the right criteria, whether it's uncirculated, has a rare mint mark, or features a unique error, it could be worth up to $92,000. Yes, you read that correctly. $92,000. That's the kind of money a 1976 Lincoln penny could be worth in the right condition. So, before you dismiss that penny you find lying around, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just have a rare find on your hands that could lead to an unexpected fortune. The world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and a seemingly ordinary penny could turn out to be much more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 5. Imagine you're going through a box of old coins, or maybe you're just looking through some change you've gathered over time. As you sift through, you come across a 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it seems like nothing special, just another penny from a decade long past. But here's the thing. What if I told you that this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth far more than its face value? In fact, the 1978 Lincoln penny might be hiding a potential fortune right in front of your eyes. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been part of U.S. currency for over a century, with the Lincoln Memorial design being one of the most recognizable in the country's history. Introduced in 1959, this design features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, while President Abraham Lincoln's portrait adorns the front. By the time we hit 1978, this coin was already a well-established part of everyday life. But, as with many coins, what most people don't realize is that some years can offer rare and valuable specimens to those who know what to look for. The 1978 penny is one of those years that has a unique story behind it, and it could be worth much more than you think. The story of the 1978 Lincoln penny isn't just about its age or its design. There's more to it. Like most years in the Lincoln Memorial series, a massive number of these pennies were produced, and most of them circulated widely. However, among the millions minted, a small number of these coins were preserved in exceptional condition. These uncirculated or nearly perfect pennies are the true treasures of the 1978 series. Uncirculated coins haven't been used in day-to-day transactions, so they retain their sharp details, original luster, and pristine condition. These coins are much rarer than most and highly coveted by collectors, but it's not just about condition. Mint marks also play a significant role in determining a coin's value. While most 1978 pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint and don't have a mint mark, there were also pennies struck at the Denver and San Francisco mints, which are denoted with a D or S mint mark, respectively. San Francisco minted coins are typically the most valuable due to their lower mintage numbers, which means they are harder to find. If you happen to discover a 1978 penny with an S mint mark, that could be your ticket to a much more valuable coin. However, there's another aspect that can make the 1978 penny especially desirable: the possibility of minting errors. Errors, such as double strikes, off-center punches, or misaligned dies, can significantly increase a coin's worth. These types of mistakes during the minting process are rare, but when they happen, they can make a coin highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find a 1978 penny with a noticeable error, whether it's a double die or some other anomaly, you could be holding a coin worth much more than a regular penny. Error coins often fetch high prices because of their rarity and the uniqueness they bring to a collection. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1978 Lincoln penny could be worth. While most 1978 pennies will not exceed their face value of 1 cent, the rarest ones, in pristine condition or with unique features, could be worth significantly more. The highest value coins are those that have been graded by professional services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These coins are evaluated based on their condition, and those that score the highest grades can fetch impressive sums. So, how much can a 1978 Lincoln penny really be worth? While most pennies from this year will be worth a few cents, some of the rare and pristine specimens can sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if they come from the San Francisco Mint or have an error. But here's the exciting part: certain 1978 pennies have sold for as much as $85,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $85,000. That's the value a particularly rare and pristine 1978 Lincoln penny can reach when it has the right features and conditions that collectors are looking for. So, before you toss that 1978 penny into your change jar, take a closer look at it. It might be just another penny to most people, but to the trained eye, it could be a rare find worth thousands, perhaps even more. Coin collecting can be a rewarding hobby, not just for the satisfaction of owning history, but also for the financial potential it offers. The next time you come across a 1978 Lincoln penny, don't just dismiss it. Carefully inspect it for mint marks, condition, and any possible errors. You may just have a rare and valuable coin sitting in the palm of your hand, waiting to turn your small collection into a major payday.